My brothers and sisters, every generation is called to rise above its own fears. We are not born to surrender to the limits placed upon us. We are born to challenge them. The truth is simple yet powerful. Greatness is not given. It is engineered by the choices we make each day. Each of us carries within our hearts a silent blueprint, a design for the life we are meant to live. But many die without ever building it. They let fear, doubt, and the opinions of others control the construction of their destiny. Success, my friends, does not belong to the privileged. It belongs to the prepared. It belongs to those who dare to believe that no mountain is too high and no dream too distant. When I looked through the bars of a prison cell, I realized something powerful, that a man can be physically confined and yet mentally free. Freedom is not a place. It is a mindset. Your future is a design project. You are the architect. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you take, they are all bricks in the foundation of your future. Do not wait for conditions to be perfect. The world has never been kind to dreamers in the beginning. The first steps are always lonely. The path of vision always feels uncertain. But remember this, the bridge between dream and reality is built by discipline. When your purpose becomes stronger than your excuses, transformation begins. And when your consistency becomes stronger than your comfort, progress begins. And when your faith becomes stronger than your fear, freedom begins. Look within yourself. You already have what it takes to go beyond limits. The only question is, will you trust your own potential? Life will test you, not to destroy you, but to reveal the power you hold within. The pressure you feel today is shaping the strength you will celebrate tomorrow. Every hardship is a message. You are not done yet. So, my dear friends, as you listen to these words, remember, destiny favors the bold, not the perfect. Begin where you are. Use what you have. Move forward with what you know, and you will build a future worthy of your name. A discipline is the bridge between your dreams and your destiny. It is the unseen hand that builds empires, restores nations, and reforms lives. Without discipline, talent is wasted. With it, even ordinary people achieve extraordinary things. The difference between a wish and a plan is structure. To engineer your future success, you must design a system stronger than your moods. Your emotions may change, but your mission must remain constant. Every successful life is built on habits. Quiet, consistent actions repeated long after the excitement has faded. True builders don't wait for motivation. They rely on routine. Purpose gives direction. Discipline provides momentum. A consistency delivers victory. Each morning is a new construction site. Ask yourself, what will I build today? Will I lay bricks of discipline or excuses? Will I strengthen the pillars of patience or the walls of pride? The world respects those who master themselves. The strongest nations fall when their people lose discipline. The weakest rise when they embrace it. History belongs not to the gifted, but to the self-governed. Many speak of freedom, yet few understand that freedom without discipline is chaos. Freedom is not doing what you want. It is doing what is right even when no one is watching. When I walked out of prison, I carried no bitterness, because discipline had taught me self-control. The real victory was not against injustice, but against anger within my own heart. That is the highest form of success and mastering yourself. So build your routine like a temple. Let every hour serve your purpose. Design your life like an engineer designs a bridge with precision, patience, and vision. Discipline is the silent architect of greatness. You may not see progress daily, but the structure is rising. One day, the world will see what you built in silence. Remember, dreams die in distraction. Goals live in discipline. Your routine is the roadmap to your destiny. Each small effort is a brick toward immortality. Stay faithful to your process. You are the builder of your own legacy, and your future self is waiting at the top of the structure you build today. Before a builder touches a single brick, he draws a blueprint. Without a plan, even the strongest foundation will collapse. The same is true for life. Many people work hard, but few work with direction. To engineer your future success, you must first define what success truly means to you. Is it wealth? Is it peace? Is it service to humanity? The tragedy of our generation is not that people lack ambition, but that they chase goals that do not belong to them. Your purpose is the map that gives meaning to your effort. Without it, you wander, busy but lost. A person with purpose can face any hardship because he knows why he began. Purpose gives pain a reason. Purpose turns failure into feedback. Purpose transforms ordinary into divine. Do not wait for purpose to appear like a miracle. Purpose is discovered in movement, in service, in struggle. Begin where you are. Do something meaningful. And clarity will come like dawn after a long night. Ask yourself simple yet powerful questions. What problem was I born to solve? What injustice breaks my heart? What kind of legacy do I wish to leave behind? Every answer you find adds a line to your blueprint. When I first dreamed of freedom for my people, I did not have power or wealth. All I had was a cause larger than myself. That cause became my compass. Even in darkness, it guided me. You too must find your cause, something that pulls you forward even when strength fails. Your purpose is not always grand in the eyes of the world. Sometimes it is quiet, raising a child, helping a neighbor, teaching truth. But every purpose, no matter how small, contributes to the grand design of humanity. When your life aligns with your purpose, time feels different. Work becomes worship, effort becomes joy, and challenges become teachers instead of enemies. So draw your life's blueprint with courage. Write your vision clearly. Build it step by step. Review it with humility. Do not copy the design of another man's dream. The beauty of creation is in its diversity. So let your design be unique. Your future will not be found in imitation, but in innovation. The world needs your originality, not your comparison. The engineer of destiny must be brave enough to create something new. When you live with purpose, you no longer chase success. Success begins to follow you. Purpose without action is a dream that never wakes. The difference between those who wish and those who achieve lies not in talent, but in strategy. Every engineer follows a plan, every leader a vision, and every achiever a process. It is not enough to hope. You must organize your hope into steps. Each goal requires design. Ask yourself, what must I learn? Who must I become? What small step can I take today that leads me closer to tomorrow's success? Success is rarely a leap. It is a climb. Every great structure is built layer by layer, and so is every great life. The world often praises speed, but wisdom honors direction. Do not run fast. Move right. Progress is not measured by motion, but by meaning. You must design your path with clarity. Define your milestones, small victories that keep your spirit alive. Each success, no matter how small, is proof that your plan is working. Strategy transforms chaos into clarity. It turns effort into excellence, and it makes dreams measurable and goals achievable. When I faced the long road of struggle, I did not act blindly. Every movement was guided by principle, every decision aligned with vision. We did not fight with anger. We planned with purpose. That is why hope survived. So plan your life like a leader. Set clear objectives. Break them into daily routines. Measure your progress not by applause, but by impact. Action gives purpose its power. Strategy gives energy its direction. Persistence gives both their reward. Many people fail not because they lack intelligence, but because they never created a clear method. A goal without a plan is only a wish. Do not wait for the perfect moment. It will never arrive. The perfect moment is created by action. The longer you wait, the louder fear becomes. Take the first step and courage will meet you on the road. When your plan aligns with your values, progress becomes inevitable. Your energy will flow naturally toward your goals because your mission will lead your mind. And remember this truth, great things take time. Even the tallest mountain began as dust, pressed together by time and persistence. So honor your small beginnings. They are the foundation of your greatness. Keep building step by step, moment by moment. Each act of discipline is a brick of destiny. You are not just living, you are engineering a future that will speak your name long after you are gone. ChatGPT said, beautiful, continuing your Nelson Mandela-style motivational speech. Beyond limits, engineering your future success. This is part 5. Resilience, rising above the storm. Tone, powerful, calm, and deeply emotional, with symbols to enhance rhythm. Part 5. Resilience. Rising above the storm. My friends, every structure that reaches for the sky must first endure the wind. Strength is not proven in comfort. It is tested in the storm. Resilience is the steel within your foundation. Without it, success will collapse under pressure. You cannot build a future of greatness if your spirit breaks at the first sign of struggle. Life will shake you. Plans will fail. People will doubt you. But remember, the storm does not come to destroy the builder. It comes to test the design. When you are pushed down, rise again with wisdom. When you lose, rise again with patience. When the world says enough, whisper to yourself, not yet. Every fall teaches balance. Every delay sharpens faith. Every disappointment builds endurance. I have learned that resilience is not the absence of pain. It is the decision to rise despite it. Many look at struggle as a curse, but it is the most powerful classroom life can offer. The soil that has felt the most rain grows the strongest roots. You cannot demand strength while avoiding challenge. When I was imprisoned, I discovered a truth that changed me. They could confine my body, but they could never imprison my will. That inner freedom, that unbreakable spirit, is what I call resilience. So when hardship comes, do not ask, why me? Ask instead, what is this teaching me? Every test carries a hidden lesson. Every wound hides a seed of wisdom. Our resilience transforms pain into preparation. It turns rejection into redirection. It turns obstacles into opportunities. Do not fear failure. Fear giving up too soon. Every time you rise, you rewrite your story. The heroes of history were not those who never fell, but those who refused to stay down. The most beautiful victories are written in the language of endurance. Be patient with your process. Growth takes time. Steel does not become strong in gentle fire. It needs heat. Likewise, your destiny needs pressure to become unbreakable. You may walk through darkness, but do not let it live inside you. Hold faith like a lamp. Even the smallest light can guide you through the longest night. And when you finally rise, rise not with bitterness, but with gratitude. The storm you survived is proof that you are stronger than you believed. So build resilience as the heart of your design. The winds will come, but your foundation will stand. You were not created to break. You were created to rise, rebuild, and shine beyond limits. True leadership begins long before you lead others. It begins the moment you learn to lead yourself. The greatest victory a person can achieve is not in battle, not in politics, not in wealth, but in mastering their own thoughts, emotions, and actions. Self-leadership is the engine that drives every form of success. A person who cannot rule their impulses cannot shape their destiny. The undisciplined mind becomes its own prison. The disciplined mind becomes its own kingdom. When I walked through the shadows of struggle, I learned that leadership was not about power. It was about purpose. It was not about control. It was about character. You cannot command others if you cannot command yourself. Leadership is not found in speeches, but in example. The most powerful influence you will ever have is the life you live quietly every day. Self-leadership means taking responsibility for your reactions. And it means choosing wisdom over anger. And it means standing firm when emotion pulls you apart. Every decision you make is a vote for the kind of person you are becoming. Integrity is built choice by choice, moment by moment. A true leader is not perfect. They are consistent. They learn, they fall, they rise again with humility. The world does not need flawless heroes. It needs people who refuse to stop growing. When you lead yourself with discipline, compassion, and purpose, you become unshakable. People will sense your calm even in chaos. That calm becomes leadership. The leader of self listens before reacting. They think before speaking. They act before complaining. Leadership begins in silence, the quiet hours where you confront your fears, your pride, and your excuses. You cannot inspire others until you have faced your own truth. In every era, the world changes because of a few individuals who mastered their inner world first. They built their strength in solitude so they could serve in society. So, lead yourself like a nation. Defend your values. Build your discipline. Guide your thoughts. When your inner government is stable, no external storm can overthrow your peace. Leadership of the self is not a title. It is a lifestyle. It is a daily commitment to live by principle rather than pressure, by conviction rather than convenience. And when you achieve this mastery, you become a beacon, a living reminder that the greatest power is not to control the world, but to control oneself. Every architect builds not for a moment, but for generations. True success is never about what you gain. It is about what you give back. Vision is the light that guides the builder through darkness. Without vision, action becomes noise. With vision, even silence becomes purpose. Your life, my friend, is not meant to be a single story. It is meant to be a spark that lights other stories. The measure of your greatness will not be in what you collect, but in what you create within others. Ask yourself today, what will remain when I am gone? Will my words still inspire? Will my work still serve? Will my name still remind others that hope can win? A legacy is not a monument of stone. It is the influence you leave in hearts. A vision is not just what you see, it is what you make others see. When I dreamed of a free nation, I knew that vision would outlive me. That is the nature of purpose. It extends beyond the self. When your dream becomes larger than your comfort, you begin to touch immortality. Vision gives direction to generations, and legacy gives meaning to struggle. Impact gives life to memory. Do not chase fame, chase influence. Fame ends when the spotlight fades. Influence lives on through the lives you've touched. The greatest builders in history did not seek to be remembered. They sought to be useful. They did not build for applause. They built for humanity. If you wish to design your legacy, start today with small acts of greatness. Speak truth when silence feels safer. Help someone who cannot return the favor. Create something that improves even one life. Each good deed is a brick in the monument of eternity. Remember, vision without service is selfish. The world changes not through words alone, but through compassion expressed in action. When your vision aligns with the betterment of others, the universe supports your design. Every challenge becomes a partner in your purpose. Do not fear that your work is unseen. The seeds you plant in faith will bloom in the gardens of time. The tree does not see the fruit it grows for others, and yet it grows. That is legacy. So build not for applause, but for impact. Build not for comfort, but for contribution. And when your final day arrives, may the world whisper, "This one lived with vision. This one built something eternal." Greatness is not an accident. It is not a matter of luck or sudden fortune. It is the product of small, deliberate habits, actions repeated long after the excitement has faded. Every extraordinary life is built brick by brick, not by leaps of luck. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who simply dream is simple. They do what others do not, every single day. Discipline becomes a habit. Habits become identity. Identity becomes destiny. Ask yourself, what small choices are you making every day that move you closer to your goals? Are you investing time in learning, reflection, and growth? Or are you letting distractions steal your hours? The morning routines of successful people are not glamorous. They are intentional. They do not wait for motivation. They create momentum through consistency. The early hours of the day are fertile soil, and every act of focus is a seed planted for your future harvest. Read, learn, reflect, exercise, strengthen body and mind, plan your day, review your progress, eliminate distractions, guard your time. Even the tallest buildings began with small bricks laid carefully. The same principle applies to life. Every choice to rise early, to study one extra hour, to act when it is inconvenient, it is a brick in your foundation. Extraordinary builders do not seek comfort. They embrace routine even when it feels mundane. They understand that consistency outweighs intensity. A single inspired action will not build a legacy, but daily intentional effort will. Consider the lives of those who changed the world. They mastered the rhythm of their days before they mastered their destiny. They did not wait for the perfect environment. They created the environment to thrive, and then they thrived. Habits are not merely routines. They are the silent architects of your future. The thoughts you nurture become words, the words become actions, and actions become habits. Habits become character. Character becomes results, and results define your life. Beware the danger of neglecting habits. Small, unproductive actions accumulate over time. Neglect is as dangerous as failure because it slowly erodes your potential without you noticing. Every habit, positive or negative, compounds, either building your future or dismantling it. Extraordinary builders understand the power of reflection. They review their actions regularly, adjusting where needed. They do not blindly follow routine. They measure its effectiveness. The world changes, circumstances shift, and the ability to adapt is the ultimate habit of the wise. Self-discipline without reflection is rigid, and reflection without action is wasted. Habit without purpose is meaningless. You must marry habit with vision. Your daily routines should serve your higher goals. Every morning, every hour, every action should be a step toward the life you designed in your blueprint. Do not wait for motivation to strike. Motivation is fleeting. Habit is enduring. The extraordinary are not those who feel inspired every day. They are those who act even when they do not feel inspired. Your habits shape not only your results, but your character. They teach patience, resilience, and foresight. They transform ordinary people into leaders, dreamers into visionaries, and challenges into triumphs. So today, take stock of your habits. Ask yourself, are these habits building my empire or eroding my foundation? Commit to actions that compound over time. Focus on the small victories. They accumulate into monumental success. Extraordinary builders understand one final truth. Success is a long game. It is not measured in days, but decades. Each consistent habit adds to the structure of your life. Even when progress feels invisible, trust that the building is rising. You are the architect of your future. Your habits are the bricks, your discipline is the mortar, and your vision is the blueprint. Build carefully, build consistently, and build with integrity. The world does not reward potential. It rewards action. Ordinary people dream. Extraordinary people build. Begin now and let your life be the masterpiece of daily dedication.